Hey guys, welcome back to Trusted Technology. Today we'll talk about whether Google is still following the don't be evil paradigm. Let's head into it. Three former Google software engineers who sued the company yesterday claim that they were fired for following Google's famous don't be evil mantra. Google terminated each plaintiff's employment with it for adhering for the directive don't be evil and calling out activity by Google that they believe betrayed the directive. According to the complaint filed in Santa Clara County Superior Court by Rebecca Rivers, Sophie Waldman, and Paul Duke, the ex-employees say Google falsely blamed them for a data leak after they circulated an internal petition. The lawsuit notes that the Google Code of Conduct that each full-time Google employee is required to sign as a condition of employment specifically instructs them not to be evil. The ex-employees say they tried to uphold the don't be evil policy in August 2019 by circulating a petition requesting that Google affirm that it would not collaborate with the CBP with respect to enforcement of the Trump border control policies. Each plaintiff protested Google's engagement in supporting BCP policies that resulted in separation of families and caging of immigrants who were seeking asylum in the US, the complaint said. Google's firing of Rivers, Waldman, and Duke are also part of an ongoing case in which the National Labor Relations Board filed a complaint against Google. Plaintiffs harmed by their reliance on Google Code. Each of the three plaintiffs had relinquished other employment opportunities to work for Google and believed that by accepting employment with Google, their labor would not be used to produce products or services that would facilitate unethical, inhumane, or evil conduct, the complaint said. The fired employees were allegedly harmed by their reliance upon Google's representation that Google employees were entitled and required to go call out Google for engaging in action that they believe violated its don't be evil code of conduct. The plaintiffs also alleged that Google violated California labor law by restricting their political activities, specifically by interrogating and subsequently terminating the employment of plaintiffs for speaking out about and objecting to Google's involvement and contracting with the Trump administration's CBP and ICE agencies to provide goods and services. The plaintiffs are seeking financial damages. We contacted Google about the lawsuit and will update this article if we get a response. Google blamed plaintiffs for data leak. The petition for then employees circulated included the information that Google had already offered a free trial of its new cloud platform Anthos to CBP. Rivers found this information by conducting ordinary online searches and reviewing internal Google documents that were readily available to her and all other full-time Google employees, and the petition expressly directed their coworkers to refrain from sharing this information outside of Google, the lawsuit said. But the information about the free trial was leaked and reported by Business Insider. The three employees say they were fired on November 25, 2019, within minutes of one another, even though Google's investigation found no evidence that they leaked the information. Neither Duke, Waldman, or Rivers ever shared any information pertaining to the free Anthos trial to Business Insider or any other publication or person outside of Google, the complaint said. The employees fully complied with their terms of employment, including by complying with the directive to tell Google if they believe that Google, other employees, or its board members were violating the obligation don't be evil, the complaint said. Slander allegation. The lawsuit also alleges that, on the day the plaintiffs were fired, Google VP of Global Security Chris Racco issued a false and grossly misleading statement regarding the termination of these employees by asserting that despite being reminded of data security policies, they engaged in systematic searches for information outside the scope of their job, which included inaccurate descriptions about Google's work, and was subsequently shared externally. The ex-employees say they were never told prior to their termination that they had in any way violated any data security policy, and that each only searched for and reviewed documents in Google's database that any and other full-time employees could have found and reviewed on their own. The lawsuit says Google's statements were slander and caused significant damage to Rivers' reputation and ability to become gainfully re-employed. However, Google is so powerful that if it decides don't be evil is no longer a goal worth pursuing, who knows how much damage it could do. For now, let's just hope as the company continues to grow, its conscience doesn't shrink. What do you think about Google's don't be evil policy? Are they breaking it? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the two videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.